Hi, Taurus. Okay, so your overall energy is jug, lighthearted, carefree time. First card was cane, pay attention to your health. The next card was leg, stepping into a new experience. Bear, danger, especially in money matters. Ring, a marriage will take place either romantic or business. And the last card is carriage, a journey either physical or mental. Let's clarify. So with Cain, pay attention to your health. I feel like in this year, you're going to be challenged to release a lot of your blockages, to release a lot of what's been burdening you, to release a lot of the stress. It feels like a lot of the blockages you have in life are due to stress. From I'm hearing for some of you guys, financial stress and financial pressure that you put onto yourself. I feel like with this Four of Pentacles, I feel like also for some of you guys, you may put financial stress on yourself because of lack mentality, right? When it comes to money, a scarcity mindset, right? I feel like I'm speaking to some people who tend to either overspend and overindulge a little bit too much and end up having like buyer's remorse. And I'm also speaking to some people who are on the other end that you hoard all your money, right? And you don't spend anything like. And spirit is like you're breaking free from that mindset, from that mentality that was keeping you so stuck. I feel like you're learning how to let go of, I feel like, responsibilities, right? I don't know if for some of you guys, maybe you could be the sole provider, or maybe your family or other people look up upon you to be able to handle it all. And I feel like spirit is like, no, it's not on you to carry the weight of the world on you. It's on you to set yourself free, right? I feel like it's been programming that's been instilled for you guys probably from like inner child. I mean, probably since your childhood, like it's an inner child wound that I feel like you guys are healing, that you're liberating yourself from. I feel like you're also needing to learn how to hold back and not, like I said, provide everything for everyone and let people struggle and learn how to figure life on their own without your support and backing all the time. It's right now, I think, is a moment in time where you're meant to learn some lessons. Put yourself first, prioritize yourself first, learn how to spend money mindfully and wisely. Like I said, this is a new journey that you're taking. And I feel like with this Ace of Pentacles, this is a gift that you're giving yourself, that the universe is giving to you, but you're giving yourself ultimately on how to no longer operate in fear, right? No longer spend out of fear or not spend out of fear or feel like you have to provide for everyone. No, like this is you giving yourself the gift to live a more stable life, a more grounded life, because you're being that solid, stable person for yourself, right? Either for the first time, yeah, for the first time, whether you weren't, like I said, spending money mindfully, or maybe you were helping other people. It's time to be that solid, stable person in your life. And with leg stepping into a new experience, it can be hard because I feel like there may be some connections that you may lose along the way. There may be some people who don't like this new version of you. And that's okay. They weren't meant to come with you on this new journey of you breaking free from your lack mentality and old programming, right? You're going to make new connections that are more in line with who you're becoming. And it's okay to process your emotions. And I think that's what's important throughout this whole year. It's really important for you to process your emotions, process the stress, process the anxiety, maybe process the anger, the sadness, the grief, the loss. It's okay to process all of your emotions, but don't get stuck in them. Don't get stuck in feeling like, is everyone out to take advantage of me, or I can't trust anybody? And no, or it's not for you to get stuck in this, um, like fight or flight, programming. I feel like you are a person who is able to persevere. And yes, it can be, a not easy journey, a tiring journey. You may get weary during this journey, but it's a necessary journey for yourself. It's a necessary journey if you want to, like I said, step into this new experience. So with bear danger, especially in money matters, yeah, I feel like spirit is making you confront these, it almost feels like money blockages and like wounds surrounding like money. And it's really within your heart. I don't know if there's, like I said, unprocessed grief, unprocessed pain. Maybe for some of you guys, you did grow up in poverty. And maybe for some of you guys, like, this is stuff that you thought maybe earning X amount of money would resolve, and these wounds are coming back up. Or maybe you've grown up in poverty and you have that lack mindset, and you're being too hard on yourself and beating yourself up. Because I was kind of getting this with the Nine of Wands, right? And I feel like Spirit is having you take your time and be patient on this journey, because I feel like it's going to be so easy to want to give up, because it is hard to confront your past, to confront pain, to confront uncomfortable emotions, to face the heartbreak, right? It is uncomfortable, but it's necessary for your growth, and it's necessary for your world to expand and the ways in which you want it to. It's necessary for you to confront this Three of Swords head on, because it fell sideways. So that's your challenge, not to be stuck. Because whether you realize this or not, for your energy to be showing up as the Four of Pentacles, this is a stuck energy. And that's what you're being challenged with, releasing these blockages, releasing these emotions that are uh, creating blockages within you, right? And Spirit is like, we don't want you to let go of this gift that we've given you, that you're giving yourself, when it comes to, like I said, having that much more stable, grounded, prosperous life. Because all of this is for your growth, so that you can welcome in more money, more abundance. But it's about being more, as the overall energy is. Oh, I love when it all connects. Being more lighthearted in life, being more carefree in life, right? With ring, be very mindful, because there's at least, I'm seeing one person that wants to connect with you. I feel like it's more so because it says a marriage will take place, either romance or business. I'm getting it more on the business standpoint. There is somebody who wants to work with you, who is inspired by your work. I don't know if they want to mentor you, or have you be their mentor, or just collaborate with you. But this person showing up as the Page of Pentacles. This person's not on your level. This person's still learning, right? And it almost feels like, with the Eight of Swords, this person is not in the right headspace. It feels like, to me, when it comes to this King of Cups, they're going to present themselves as somebody who is, I feel like their life is chaotic, but they're going to present themselves as the King of Cups, which I don't feel like they are. I feel like this person's burning and is looking at you for like a handout, for you to help them, for you to maybe give them the blueprint. I feel like this person's gonna maybe be pull on your heartstrings, maybe be kind, or really come off as compassionate, sweet, emotionally intelligent. Um, but to me, it feels more manipulative. To me, it feels like this person wants you to rush in and be the hero and take actions towards building them up, right? And I feel like you're going to end up regretting that you made the decision, right? And then you're going to end up wising up to it and setting clear boundaries, and maybe cutting this person off. And I feel like the reason why this is coming up is because the universe is like, we something about me hearing bleeding heart. We don't want you to keep taking on people as projects. Maybe that's not something that you realize. We don't want you to keep taking on people as projects. You need to worry and focus about yourself, because like I said, people need to learn how to help themselves. That doesn't mean that, you can't, give people encouragement, motivate them, with your words. But it feels like this person wants you to put in effort into building their life up. And no, you need to focus on your own self, or I feel like you're going to end up really stressing out and maybe regretting that you helped this person, because now you may fall back into the old programming that you're trying to release or get out of. So with carriage, a journey either physical or mental, I feel like this is a death that I think, feel like you saw coming, or you knew intuitively was coming. You've been acting like everything is fine in life, especially when it comes to money matters. And I feel like you're going to become aware, like on this journey, about, unfortunately, how some people have taken advantage of you. And that's why it's like, take your time with processing this. Also, how you have been, you know, hurting yourself, not consciously, but these subconscious programmings that have been keeping you stuck. And this was all for you to have this discernment, this intuition now on how to move forward in life. And what are you going to do with this newfound wisdom? How are you going to live your life? What does this journey look like now?